I'm hearing through the grapevine somebody is very active behind the scenes at the WWE, and it's being kept very, very hush-hush.
Okay.
I'm hearing Stephanie is back in the fold big time.
Yeah. Okay.
This is what I'm hearing. She is back in the fold big time, and they're trying to keep it quiet.
What is going on, everybody? This is Dr. Chris Featherstone here for another episode of Riding with Russo with the man himself, former WWE head writer, former WCW World Heavyweight Champion. He is, without a doubt, Vince Russo. How are you, my man?
I am doing all right, Dr. Chris. How you doing, my friend?
I'm well, man. I'm well. I'm ready to talk some wrestling with you as always. And today we are commissioned to talk about Seth freaking Rollins. He's back, ladies and gentlemen. The crowd goes wild after he curb stomps Bronson Reed on the stairs, and that causes, and just like that, ladies and gentlemen, the few weeks of terror from the Bronson Reed character himself. It only took one curb stomp. Nope. That's what I'm going to do. Just like that. It goes.
Bro, you want to hear something funny?
Yes, absolutely.
I swear this is nothing is ever their fault. Nothing. I swear, bro, whenever a talent didn't get over or failed to get over, I always looked at myself in the mirror first.
Yeah.
How did I fail this talent? What did we do wrong? I always did, bro, because I had so much confidence in JR getting the right people on the roster that if they didn't get over, it had to be something creative. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I had somebody from the WWE, contact me this week and basically said when Bronson Reed came out this week in Evansville, zero response.
Really?
There was no response to Bronson Reed. So now I'm looking at, okay, bro, zero response to Bronson Reed. Now Seth Rollins is back. Is this the old, we tried, bro. We tried. Bro, again, Chris, you and I have this conversation over and over and over again. You're not going to get anybody over with just wrestling, bro. You're not. He could do 1,000 tsunamis. There's got to be more to it than that.
You think you know all the wrestling stories? There's more you haven't heard yet. Join us on Backstage Pass.
What do you think could have happened to get a response? So, I don't. Okay, help me understand this, Vince. You have been doing this for a long time, as far as the writing part of this. So you're writing to get heat, like you're wanting the bad guys to get heat. If you're doing a half a dozen tsunamis, don't you got to understand your consumer base in order to know what you're selling, right? I mean, that's just regular business. If you understand that your consumer base is chanting holy blank and this is awesome and want that bloodthirsty type of mentality, that type of just gore and guts and blood, having someone get a half a dozen tsunamis and spitting up blood, doesn't that cater to the crowd instead of draw heat? Help me understand that.
Well, Chris, here's the problem. You're not going to get that type of response if he's doing it to people they care about.
Okay.
That's the problem, bro. You've got to have baby faces over that they care about. Braun Strowman is not over. They don't care about Braun Strowman. So if they don't care about the people, they're going to want to see another one. That's the problem, bro. If he's not doing it to baby faces you care about, You don't care.
Yeah. So when they were doing it with Seth, when he was doing it with Seth Rollins, they kept saying one more time. So you think that they care about Seth Rollins, but they kept saying one more time with him.
I think that was a couple of things, bro. I think, first of all, it was new. That was like the first time he had done it. And, bro, I just got to tell you, man, I think Seth Rollins is annoying to a lot of people. I just really do, bro. That voice and that twang and the way he dresses, and, you know, he carries himself like, whether he is or not in real life, I don't know. I don't know the dude, but he kind of carries himself like he's full of himself and he thinks he's more over than he really is. There's a lot of reasons not to like Seth Rollins.
Yeah. It goes back to, you got to know who your consumer base is. Like you got to know what that is. And it just seems as if for some odd reason, they thought that the heat would be generated for Bronson Reed, like you said, for giving tsunamis to people. Like everybody loves R-Truth, but at the same time, he's not intimidating. Like he's not over enough as a baby face for us to really get our, support, like our full support behind him as he's getting tsunami. Same thing with The Miz. I mean, The Miz, people didn't care about that. So it just makes me wonder, like, people liked the Bronson Reed, Braun Strowman, just complete, monster fest chaos, but it wasn't really getting either one of them over, though, individually. Yeah. It was just the chaos that the fans like, because they like chaos.
Right. You're dead on, Chris. And what's the long game?
Right.
Like, exactly. Did you get more viewers? I mean, they're not going to do that every week. So like, what's the long game? That's why, bro, in all of these matches, bro, you've got to get the people over. If you don't get the people over, bro, it'll never be must-see TV.
Yeah. What do you, since Braun Strowman did win the feud, what's next for him in your opinion? Could you see a filler feud between Braun Strowman and Gunther?
Oh, he could. He could be an opponent for Cody. I mean, that's the way they're booking now, bro.
As far as Braun Strowman.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way they're booking, bro. They're just throwing people in there. So you could definitely get a pay-per-view match out of him and Cody.
Yeah, I can, since Cody's on SmackDown and Braun is on Raw, I can definitely see Braun.
But yeah, you can get Gunther. Absolutely, bro.
Because you're thinking, like, first of all, I mean, Saudi's coming up. This is the last 2 months. Usually they do they throw Shinsuke in there around that last quarter of the year. But Shinsuke's he's not coming up unless we don't know that yet. But we don't think that Shinsuke is going to come back to fill his filler spot. So it definitely seems as if Braun Strowman could be that new person for this year to have that filler feud. I think that. See, here's the thing, Vince. Let's run with this. If since Braun did win the feud between him and Bronson Reed, and you do a Bronson Reed Gunther match, of course Gunther's going to beat Sami Zayn. Okay, let's book Braun Strowman versus Gunther. How would you make this interesting to the fans?
See, bro, that's the problem, Chris. And I'm not bailing out of this question at all. I'm giving you the reality of the situation. When a character has had so much damage done to them, bro, there's nothing you can do. You can't make that stank disappear and okay, bro, we're gonna start new. Bro, you can get away with that, Chris, if out of the chute you've made some booking mistakes. Bro, you can't get away from that if it's years and years and years. So my answer is, bro, there's nothing you can do.
Man.
They've done too much damage to that character where he doesn't mean anything.
I'm with you, man. I think that he has an advantage because of his size. It does make it believable because, I mean, if you're going from Sammy Gunther to Strowman Gunther, at least there's some believability there. You know what I mean?
I agree with that. Yes.
Because I think you can transition it fairly easily because Braun Strowman is really big on the I hate bullying type of deal. That's what he was helping Otis and Tozawa and things like that. I think you can still carry that on. What you could do, in my opinion, is you could have Gunther beat up Sami Zayn, like beat him and then just obliterate him. You know what I mean? Because I think at the end of the day, you're not wanting Gunther to end his feud with Sami Zayn looking like he's on the same level as Sami Zayn. I mean, that would not help Gunther. Even if he wins, he loses in that particular scenario. I think what you do is you have Gunther obliterate Sami Zayn and win fairly convincingly, I would say. I'm sure they'll probably they're trying to get the reaction and the shock and the awe and the close counts and the false finishes and all that with the crowd. They'll do that. But you have Gunther win, and then you have him beat up Sammy quite convincingly. And then all of a sudden you have Braun come out, make the save. Then you have I told you I don't like bullies. Then we can have the face-offs and things like that to have a feud between Gunther and Braun. I am with you that
it's just kind of odd though, bro, because you're gonna have Braun Strowman telling Gunther, "I don't like bullies," when Sammy's the one that's been telling Gunther all along, "You're a coward and you're afraid to fight me." So they've already killed that angle already by presenting it in a totally ridiculous manner to begin with.
I 100% agree with that. I think that Sami Zayn, once you're playing Sami Zayn as not an underdog, I think you kill his mystique. I think the selling point of Sami Zayn is that he's America's underdog. I mean, that's who he's been. That's what he's been. When he did his heel stick, he was kind of like a arrogant type of guy that doesn't really belong in the crowd, but he kind of threw himself in the crowd. That was funny. But as far as just a baby face, he's an underdog. If you're going toe to toe with the Gunther and anybody else, it kills it.
Funny? You know what's funny from what I've seen of Sammy and what Sammy has done and how Sammy has presented himself, it seems like he doesn't want to be that guy. Bro, right. Remember he cut a promo a couple months ago? I'm not the underdog anymore. I don't want to be. And then, calling Gunther a coward.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want to be that 100%. Guy? Like, I don't understand. Bro, this ain't real, man. Yes. This ain't real.
Yeah. I 100%
I'm with you 1,000%. If you were that guy, you'd be more over, bro.
Yes.
But thinking you're Joe Tough Guy, and then you're gonna go in there and get beat, that does nothing for you, man.
Yeah, that's like Rocky going toe to toe with Drago before the fight. I mean, there's no type of intimidation. Rocky. They do a stare down in the press conference, and Rocky, takes them and do some body shots and brings them down. That kills the mystique of Ivan Drago being the unstoppable force type of gimmick. Gunther is supposed to be the Ivan Drago of this particular feud, and you're having the Rocky, who's supposed to be Sami Zayn, have some body shots at the press conference, taking Ivan Drago down. And you're like, oh, Drago isn't as intimidating as I thought he was. I mean, that's the type of lore that you're creating. You're killing the mystique of this feud.
It's so basic and fundamental, Chris. You and I can go all the way back to Rocky 2. The heel wanted the rematch because he was embarrassed.
Exactly.
Just like Gunther was embarrassed at WrestleMania. Apollo Creed was not stopping till he got the rematch. And what was Rocky? No, bro, I got nothing. There ain't going to be no rematch. That's so fundamentally easy and easy to, but no, bro. Sammy went over, and now Gunther's the coward.
Yeah, exactly.
That is so backwards, bro. It ain't even funny.
100% agree, man. 100% agree. This Sami Zayn not being an underdog is just so counterproductive to his gimmick, man. Yeah, and the fans, it's weird because the fans still want him to be the underdog, and they still view him as the underdog, and he's still kind of playing the underdog role, but his promos are different than what he is. It's just kind of carved out to be from the fans' perspective. It's just a weird way of booking Sami Zayn that doesn't make him look. It doesn't make sense to me whatsoever.
I agree. I got some juice though for Sportskeeda, bro. I got some juice for you. I got some juice for Raju.
What do you got?
I'm hearing through the grapevine, bro. There's a lot of talk about Shane McMahon.
Okay.
I'm hearing through the grapevine somebody is very active behind the scenes at the WWE, and it's being kept very, very hush hush.
Okay.
I'm hearing Stephanie is back in the fold big time.
Yeah. Okay.
This is what I'm hearing. She is back in the fold big time, and they're trying to keep it quiet.
Now, do you think she will eventually make an announcement that she's back in the company?
You know, bro, it's so hard to answer the questions, Chris, because I think Vince is the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, bro? If you're Stephanie McMahon, think about this, bro. Think about this. How far are you going to go? How far are you going to go with the slightest chance of Vince McMahon being innocent? How far are you going to go?
Yeah,
so that to me, that's the elephant in the room. If we knew, bro, he's guilty, he's going away, this thing is over, that's one thing. But if you make that public and she is very active inside that company that clearly booted him out the door, we want nothing to do with you, and then all of a sudden there's a non-guilty verdict, that's the elephant in the room, Chris. That's why I think they're doing things the way they're doing them. It's one thing for the son-in-law. That's what the son-in-law ain't blood. Hunter's not blood. This is his freaking daughter, bro.
Yeah, that makes sense. Just hypothetically speaking, let's just say that Vince McMahon is innocent of every and all charges.
People are in trouble.
Do you think that Vince McMahon is going to lobby getting his spot back for Endeavor?
Oh, no. But bro, heads will roll. I mean, my God. Oh, no question. Bro, at that point, I'm telling you, the only thing that would stop this man from starting a new wrestling promotion is his health. That's it. And none of us know what that is. Vince is never going to show those cards. Right. That would be the only thing, bro, that would stop him from not getting in the game.
Would option B of that be aligning with Tony Khan?
I don't think so, bro. But bro, look.
Okay, so you have Vince starting his own company with his son being part, having a stake in one company, and his son-in-law basically holding the fort.
Absolutely. And bro, think about it. I mean, let's be honest. Let's be honest, totally honest, Chris. Bro, Kevin, if innocent, because nobody's going to want to be associated with him if he's not. Sure. As much as they love him, bro, I can't, bro. Yeah, if innocent, Kevin Dunn, right there.
Yeah, yep.
How many connections does Kevin Dunn have in television production? Kevin Dunn could get 20 people like this.
Yes.
Bruce Pritchard?
Yep.
Bruce Pritchard would jump ship in 15 freaking minutes.
Yeah.
Do you know how quickly Vince can put together a team? The money isn't a question. Yeah. He's sitting on billions and billions of dollars from that Endeavor stock. Do you know how quickly, bro, he could put together a team?
What free agents right now do you think Vince would grab if he were to start his own promotion?
That's a good question. I think, well, bro, I think he would, obviously these people can't be back full time. I think he could get people like Taker working for him again. I think he can get people like Kurt working for him again.
Kurt,
I think he can get people like I don't know what Cena's obligations are with the WWE, but Cena would be loyal to him. There's a laundry, bro. I'm telling you, like this, bro, a network. If he were innocent and he's clean, a network would pick up a Vince McMahon wrestling no questions asked.
100%. Absolutely.
No questions asked, bro.
Yeah. Well, Kurt can't wrestle anymore. Cena's got his year-long tour, and he said he's completely out of a wrestling role. Maybe if the money's right, he may rescind that statement. But yeah, I mean, I can definitely see Taker, part-time going in there.
Brock.
Yeah, why not Logan Paul either? I don't know his contract, but you can bring in like a Logan Paul. Eventually he can jump ship. I imagine I thought his contract was only like 3 years or something like that too. I don't think it was a lengthy contract unless they renewed it. But yeah, it's interesting, man, because those names could make a thing. And then wonder if you had like a Taker versus Logan Paul, type of box office match. I mean, it's box office as far as talent's concerned, as far as big name talent. If you come out the bat with the Taker Logan Paul box office type of match, that would definitely turn some heads. Austin is another one, man. Yeah. So, bro,
I'm telling you, bro, if the wild card is his health. Yeah. If this were 50-year-old Vince, oh my God, bro, forget it.
Man. Yeah. We shall see where the saga leads us. Until then, this guy right here is Vince Russo. I'm Dr. Chris. This is Writing with Russo. Have a good night, everybody. So long.